Hi, everybody. It's Alida Hernandez, Rebooted Mindset. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Can you believe it is January 21st already, right? The 21st? Yes, it's the 21st. I had to double check. Can you believe 21 days of January of 2025 is already gone? It's just insane. So, anyway, tonight I have a lot of little things I want to talk to you about. You know me, I'm always telling you about things that I'm going through and try, like trial and error, lessons learned, things that I do so you can understand that you can try it yourself. I don't talk about things unless I do it too. So, because that's the only way I know if it's going to work. All right. Not that I'm a guinea pig, but I try to do some things. So, but before we start the show, I just want to go do some business. And I want to show you that, talk about Spanglish Entertainment Magazine. So, the magazine, which I am the editor of the magazine, it is currently on its third issue right now in print and in digital, and it's just amazing. I don't know if you've seen it. Here's the cover of this last episode this last issue from January, February issue. We're doing it 2 months at a time right now. As we grow, we'll probably go monthly, but right now it's every 2 months. We had the cover. We had the honor to have Willie Panama, an incredible salsa artist, the king of salsa rap, and we have Angel Mercado, the original cover girl from freestyle music back in the 80s, and she is still jamming and doing concerts till now. So if you have any questions about the magazine, please reach us. You can reach us. We're doing some advertising. We're looking for other people to join us as sponsors for our new channel that we're coming up on Roku. And if you don't know what Roku is, Roku comes on most of the brand new TVs that come out. And what they do is it's a TV, is it like a TV cable, like a cable, right? So we can have our channel on there. So when you have your microphone, you can go Spanglish Entertainment, and it's going to go boom, and it's going to come up with Rebooted Mindset. It's going to come up with Spanglish Cafe podcast, and it's going to come out with Freestyle Showcase podcast. I'll have all three podcasts there, plus our magazine news channel, so everybody can see you. And there's like 90 million subscribers on YouTube, on Roku. So I think that's a big audience, and that's what we want. We want to be able to spread the word of what we're doing on all those channels, so that we can get millions of people watching our show. So that was first order of business. The second thing is talking about next week. Please tune in next week. I won't be live, but I will have a show on. I will be on, but I will have the guest that was pre-recorded. We're going to be talking to Dr. Tracy Kane from Sylvester Cancer Center in Miami regarding the FDA who banned the red dye number 3, which is very important for you to understand about red dye number 3. It is linked to cancer, and it is in so many foods. So please stop eating those red Cheetos and all that stuff that's red. Anything that's red, don't eat it. Just don't eat it, okay? They've been saying it for a long time, and I found out that it's been centuries, like I don't know how many years, 30, 40 years, that the European Union has banned the red dye number 3. They already knew and accepted that it could cause cancer, or can cause cancer in people. So they stopped using red dye long time ago. But guess what? We didn't. We still continue. United States continue to do it, and they finally banned it. So I'm so happy about that. So next week we'll talk about that in detail with Dr. Tracy Kane. Next is I want to introduce you, which this will be another episode as well, but I had to show you this. I just got this incredible book. Let's see. It's right there. What is my legacy? And celebrating that yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, this came out perfect timing, right? So this book is written by Martin Luther King III, which I didn't know there was a third, and also Andrea Waters King. Okay, because it's also related to Martin Luther King. So this talks about my legacy. What is my legacy? And I haven't read it yet, but I do want to read an excerpt from here, which I thought was amazing, and I don't think they'll mind me sharing it. It is the foreword and the book, right? The first page of the book. And it's from the Dalai Lama himself, which is incredible. So I think this is perfect for the things that I'm going to talk about today. It said, it is a simple truth that every human being wants to be happy and does not want to suffer. Living in an increasingly interdependent world, we need to realize that if we do good to others, we benefit too. While if we cause others harm, we also end up harming ourselves. Okay, and then I'm going to read this 2 other paragraphs, which I thought was amazing. We are well into this new century, and there is growing awareness of the value of love and compassion. Developing these feelings entails transforming our hearts and minds. The path to peace will open to us if we embrace the oneness of humanity. For inspiration, we look at the legacies of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. They taught that nonviolence does not mean passive acceptance of things as they are, but rather acting every day of our lives to bring about change for the better. Fundamentally, this means if you can help others, but if you cannot do that, at least do them no harm. We must rebuild our connection with the world around us. The idea of distinguishing between us and them is not out of date because in today's reality, we are all interdependent. Therefore, we should embrace the notion that the entire population of over 8 million human beings is part of us, and we must share this planet, our only home, with the entire human family. I understand this book about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is being published in conjunction with a movement called Realize the Dream, whose goal is to provide 1 million hours of voluntary service by the time of the 100th anniversary of Dr. King's birthday in 2029. I hope that inspired by this example, readers may be moved to make their own contribution to realizing that dream. So I just got goosebumps reading this, and it says here, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Okay, and that is the beginning of this incredible book, What is My Legacy by Martin Luther King the Third. Okay, and like again, I just got the book, so I haven't read it all yet, but just the foreword by Dalai Lama was just inspirational, and it just made sense for today. So that hopefully we'll be getting an interview with Martin Luther King the Third. Trying to work on that. I think that would be an awesome interview. So today, today I just want to talk about health, about healing and health. So I have been going through, some changes. I wasn't feeling well, like I mentioned before, and thank goodness that I am feeling better. Now I've gone through regular doctors, and I went to a Chinese acupuncturist doctor. And the difference is, and I'll tell you right now, the difference is that the regular medical doctor, they heard my symptoms, took my blood, did a blood test, and then they decided to give me pills, right? Which made me sick, and I didn't take them anymore because I don't like pills. So what I did is then I decided to go to, of course, to my acupuncturist because my acupuncturist and with Chinese herbs healed me when I had the stroke 8 years ago. So I'm very grateful. I have to say this. I'm very grateful to be here because I had a stroke 8 years ago this month. Okay. And I'm so grateful and blessed that I'm here now and I'm able to talk to you and share these experiences that I've had because many of us out there go through things too, but you don't know where to go. You know, it's really confusing out there. So I wanted to tell you. So again, I went to the doctor. They told me I had certain things going on in my body. I can feel that I wasn't right. I've lost muscle. I've lost weight. And my strength was lacking. Very tired. What else? I had swelling in my ankles. So I discovered when I went to the Chinese doctor that the problem was, sorry, I got lipstick like all over. The problem was that I was over drinking hot tea. So what do you mean by that? Well, you know, most of the time you get up during the day, I have a cup here, right? And maybe you have a cup of coffee in the morning or you have a cup of tea or something, right? Well, I'm home. I work all from home. So I just kept going to the kitchen. I'm making hibiscus and moringa tea, which is natural tea, right? Natural tea. Natural leaves. I don't use bags. Never use tea bags. Those are the worst. Please don't use tea bags. And I don't want to say the brand, but you know the brand, the major popular brand of the tea bags. That's the worst tea possible. Don't drink that. Don't drink that. If you want tea, you can look on Amazon. You can look on the internet, but look for natural loose tea. Loose tea is what you have to look for. You can get green tea is the best. Okay. No sugar. Green tea is very good for you. But again, you're not supposed to drink 10 glasses a day. So I didn't know. I guess I got obsessed with my tea And my husband told me, babe, you drink like a gallon of tea a day. I go, I do? He said, you're always with the tea. Tell, I gotta get my tea. I gotta get my tea. I didn't realize I was like addicted to my tea. All right. It's a habit. I got an addicted personality that I gravitated and I kept drinking tea and water, thinking I need fluid, so I'm 7 Up. Well, guess what? I overdid it. So my ankles were swelling because I had too much water in my body. Okay. And my kidney couldn't handle it. And it just, the body starts reacting. Okay. Did my regular doctor do anything about it? No. They're like, oh, that's not good. I'll take this pill. So to get to the story, I went last Thursday. She gave me Chinese herbs medicine, which is natural plants. Natural plants. They're all plants or roots. And they boiled it for me there because they prescribe you what herbs and what roots you need. And then they make like they take the whole thing and they boil it and they cook it for me. And then they give me the liquid form just because if I do it, the house, it smells a little bit. It doesn't smell bad. But it's a little work and they know what they're doing. So I've said, let them do it. So they did it for me. They put it in 14 little baggies, came home. Every day I take a baggie in the morning, one at night and drink it. Doesn't taste very good. I'll tell you right now, you got to be strong. But if you want to get better, you need to do this. That's just the only thing I'm saying is you need to do that. You need to be able to take medicine. You can take a pill. And yes, the pill, you don't taste the pill, right? But the natural tea, yeah, you taste it. So I do like 3 big chugs and I swallow it and I'm good to go. And I take a little lemon and put it in my mouth just to get rid of the little taste in them. Good to go. No problem. Been doing it. So let me just tell you the result. In 4 days of taking just Chinese herbs, drinking them. Okay, I stopped drinking the regular tea, the hibiscus tea. I stopped that. I've been drinking just moringa now a little bit, but not even that much. I think if I have 2 cups a day, it's a lot. I just really, she told me not to do any, so I try to cut it down. So I'm down to 2, maybe 1 cup. That's it. So in 4 days, my swelling is gone. My night sweats, I was having these night sweats at night. I would wake up at 3 in the morning, completely soaked, like if I had a fever and had to take all my clothes off, put new clothes on. That went away. And the other thing that went away is that I could hear my heartbeat in my left ear. Like it was somebody put my heart right here and it was going whoosh, 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 like the sound in my ear, right? So that stopped and that's been going on every day for months. So 4 days goes by with Chinese herbs, my symptoms are gone and I do feel better. So my next thing we'll do is after I finish all my herbs, I will go get another blood test, see what my levels are at and see how I'm doing. So just to let you know, it's all about how you think things. And that's why we say it's never too late to reboot your mindset. And what I mean is that we learn new things every day. So you need to be able to have an open mind and say, I don't feel good. They keep giving me pills. Is it really working? Now, I don't know if anybody realizes, but Western medicine here in America is and I wish I would have looked it up. There's exactly a word for it. And I'm going to try to look up the exact definition because I want you to read this because it's really important. Hold on. I'm going to keep looking right. Definition. Here we go. Western medicine definition. There we go. Okay, so right now here it says, Western medicine is a healthcare system that uses scientific evidence to diagnose and treat diseases and injuries. Okay, that's the most common type of healthcare in the United States and much of the world. So doctors usually use evidence-based practices to diagnose conditions, right? Treatment. Doctors use evidence-based practices to treat conditions such as drugs, radiation, surgery, lifestyle changes, and treatment protocols. And then you have specialists that go into more specific things for organs and stuff like that. But it's usually the treatment with medication. Okay. So it's always with medication. And if you go to a regular doctor, they'll right away, oh, you have hyperthyroidism or hypo, oh, you need a medication. You take this pill and you're fine. But if you ask them, will this medication completely fix my issue? They're going to look at you like you have 4 heads because they don't fix anything. They don't heal you. They treat you. So it's like putting a band-aid on a cut. Okay, do you still have the cut? Yeah, you do, but the band-aid's over it, so you can't see it. That's exactly what medicine does. It masks everything, so then you think you're fine, and you're not fine because you still have the issue. There's never if they don't find the root cause of it, how do you know what's wrong with you? So I'm going to show you this chart. I don't exactly understand the whole chart. The Chinese doctor explained it to me. She was awesome. I want to get her on the show because she was incredible telling me what was wrong with me. So she had told me that my issue was because they told me I had hyperthyroidism, that it starts with the kidneys, the spleen, and the stomach, because I was having stomach issues. Now, where every organ is connected, right? Everything's in our bodies connected. So don't you believe that if one organ is not working, it's going to affect the other organ? Okay. So it's like that song when we were kids that says, my thigh bone's connected to my hip bone's connected to, I don't know the rest of the song, right? So they used to say that all the time because so you learn that all your joints are connected, all your bones are connected. Well, all your organs are connected. So you got an imbalance in one place, it's going to go to another place. And that's what I like about Chinese medicine, because they understand that it's not just treating one thing. It's the whole big picture. It's your whole body. What's going on? What is dysfunctioning where? Why is it doing that? I mean, their philosophy is it's all about energy, of course. And I'm just going to read a little thing here, which I'm going to show you now. Let me go to the screen and share my screen and see if you see that. Okay, so this is the 5-element theory. That is a comprehensive system for understanding the fundamental elements of life and their interconnections. This is the Chinese 5 elements. This theory provides a framework to explain how all living things are related and how they interact with each other. It is based on the notion that different forces combine in nature to create balance and harmony. The 5 elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and they are connected in a cycle of creation, destruction, and transformation. This theory is used as an approach to health understanding in the Chinese medicine to understand how natural phenomena manifest in the body when in health or in illness. This can then inform an acupuncturist treatment plan to restore balance to an individual. Okay, so that just a little brief thing that I did some research on this. So the doctor explained this chart of 5 elements, and I know a little bit up here, but it's kind of interesting. So the one in the top is your heart. Okay, your heart, small intestines. That's joy. That has to do with your heart, where you are in your life. So if you're sad, depressed, you can have problems with your heart. It's like we manifest the problem. Okay, it's really unbelievable if you think about it. The liver, we call it gallbladder, produces anger. Have you ever seen anybody who's been drinking and you go, how come that person always gets so angry and the other one doesn't? Well, if you have a problem with your liver and you drink alcohol, most likely you will get very angry when you get drunk. Okay, and that's why, because there's a problem with your liver. Now, I don't know how they all interact. I'm not an expert in Chinese medicine. I'm just giving you little tips that I heard. And then, of course, the other elements are, again, so you have the liver, the heart, the spleen, and the stomach. What was this one over here? I can't see it. The lungs and large intestine and lungs and bladder and kidney. Okay, so I was losing muscle. So under the spleen and stomach, which I've had problems. This is worry, yes, muscles, sweet, like if I have a sweet tooth. And then I don't know what the other ones mean. So specifically, I had a problem with my spleen and my stomach, and then down to the kidney. Okay, my ear. I had a problem with my ear. Fear. So they believe that the emotion, right? The emotions that you're going through, like if you're stuck in severe grief, that can affect your heart really bad. Okay, and other elements as well. So what happens is, and think about this, just common sense. If you are, say you have a loved one that passed away, that was very close to you, you're going to grieve, right? And you go through stages of grief. I don't know all of them, but I know it's like denial, acceptance, anger, and then finally acceptance at the end, right? So there's different stages of death, of grief. So if you dwell on one of them, it's going to manifest in your body. That means that you will get ill. I'll give you another example. The another example is when I used to start a new job. So over my life and my career in working in corporate America, when I started a new job, from the stress of the job and trying to be perfect and try to get my work done perfectly and trying to adjust to all the new things, I would get sick. And I started thinking about it. Wow, I got sick. Like I would be in my job a couple of weeks and bam, I would like be hit hard with a fever, everything. And it was all stress. It was all stress, worrying about the job. How am I going to perform right? And what am I going to do? And if it's going to be okay? And, if I'm going to keep my job. I mean, just so many things in my brain, right? The movie we make. And the same thing goes to, so I think, besides, the body healing itself, we just have to be aware. We have to be aware of what our body's doing. We have to be aware of what our symptoms are. Not to be a hypochondriac, not to be going, oh my God, I'm gonna have a stroke, my head hurts. No, no. Be practical. If you're going normal every day, all of a sudden you start getting a weird pain or weird something, think about it. Why is that happening? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your life? Is that causing you to have physical manifestation of what you're going through? So I've learned that I have to learn how to control my inner emotions and possibly deal with whatever traumas or things I have in my subconscious to get rid of those things, to be able to deal with change and just different things. Like I take care of mom and my aunt, and it's sometimes it's not easy, and I'm just not in the mood, really. And it's really difficult because even if I'm not in the mood, my mother's here. My mother's great. It's just my aunt that's sometimes a little difficult because her memory is going. And it's a very sad thing. Dementia and Alzheimer's sucks. Okay? There's no other word for it. It just sucks. I wish nobody could ever have to go through this. Because it's just insane. So once you're aware of things that are going on in your body, that's when you get the red flag. That's not normal, and it could be. And I'll tell you that. I mean, this is weird, but let me just tell you, if you go to the bathroom, you pee, right? If your pee smells, if the color is not right, those are all signs something's not right. Usually, if your pee smells like sweet, it's because you have diabetic. You're diabetic, and you got sugar in your urine. Okay, which is not good, and that causes a whole bunch of other problems. The same thing when you poop. Okay, um, your poop can tell you when something's wrong. Of course, if you have loose stool or diarrhea, you know something's definitely wrong, right? If you're constipated, that means lack of water, fiber, vegetables, green vegetables to get that fiber in you. Don't get no Mucilex or whatever. Don't get fake stuff. Okay. My Chinese acupuncturist doctor said to me, do not do any processed food. No processed food. Nothing in a box. Nothing pre-seasoned. Nothing pre-cooked. Never frozen food. I cook fresh food once in a while. Don't get me wrong. I go get a pizza here and there because I don't feel like cooking or something. And if I do go out, sometimes I'll just buy a rotisserie chicken and bring it home, and I'll make sides for it and some vegetables and some potatoes or rice or something. But most of the time I cook at home because I'm really afraid of what's in my food. So I try to protect myself as much as possible, which sometimes is not that easy because right now in society, fast food is everything. The other day I spoke to this young girl, and she said to me, I don't eat well. I work in a restaurant, but I eat fast food every day. And I love hot flaming Cheetos, red hot flaming Cheetos, red dye number 3 that causes cancer. So if you have children, grandchildren, any children that you know, please stay away from anything that is red, anything that has dye. No blue dye, no red dye. No, blue is the worst one. You know that blue causes hyperactivity in children, and then they say no, our children have ADAD and ADHD, and they give you medicines, and all you have to do is cut out the blue dye and any other dye and just give them water. Don't give them soda. Don't give them juice. They don't need sugar. Why do we want to give children sugar? Okay, we shouldn't even be eating sugar. I really cut down on my sugar now because I was having the tea, right? I was drinking like a gallon of tea, of hot tea a day with monk fruit to get rid of the regular sugar. And but it's still sweetener. And then I was putting the natural sugar in there. So when I realized how much sugar we're going through in the house on a weekly basis, it's crazy. I mean, there's 5 of us here, but still, it's too much sugar. So I know that by me not having sugar, it's already there's less consumption already. Um, let's see. So another thing is gratitude. Having gratitude in my heart, having gratitude for my life, having gratitude for the things that I have, not worrying about the things that I don't have, but being happy and grateful for what I have and the blessings that have come my way. And let me tell you, life's not easy. Okay, life is not easy. And I can't say that every day I was like, oh, I wake up grateful. But I'm learning now that it's important to be grateful. Just like the excerpt that I just read from this book from Martin Luther King III, from the Dalai Lama, which I thought was amazing. It was just fine tuning. You know, I just went to the post office to pick up the book and to check the mail from the business, and I happened to see it there. So I was super excited about that, especially for his holiday was yesterday. So talking about mindset. So that word, I know you probably heard it. I talk about it here, rebooted mindset. And you know very well I call it rebooted mindset because when I had my stroke, I felt like since I was a techie, I said, hey guys, I got rebooted. My brain got rebooted, which is true. I cleaned all my RAM and I'm starting fresh again. So let's do it, right? So nowadays I'm just trying to continue and put good things in my brain and regenerate. And every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. So when you wake up in the morning, be grateful you're alive. Thank whoever you want to thank, God, the universe, I don't know, whatever you believe in, and just be grateful that you're alive, and start your day positively. Reinforcements. Look in the mirror. Say, I am beautiful today. I am going to have a beautiful, positive day today. I'm going to make the best thing of my life today. And this is one day. Don't think about yesterday or tomorrow. Just today. Do what you have to do today. And as he said about community, I had this thing about community. I wrote in my little note here. Sometimes I'm driving. Well, I wasn't driving. JC was driving, and JC was driving, and I said, "Oh, I have a thought." So I have like a little piece of paper. You see my scribble. So I scribble a couple of things here, and I put community, healing, herbs, medicine, mindset, reboot. That's exactly what I'm talking about today. So community. I thought about this the other day. What is really a community? I find that since I moved to a location that is more friendly, okay, community is more friendly. People in the street, people are more courteous, even in the store. The first week I was here, my car, the battery being weird and it wouldn't start. And I had just popped the trunk and I went to go look and a man right away came over. Can I help you? No problem. I can charge the car. I don't think I've ever had anybody help me so fast, ever, in 25 years that I've been in Florida. Okay? Because people are too much in a rush, too much in their like the horses with the blinders. They're like this. They don't see nothing. They're just walking, doing their thing because everybody's going through their own struggle, right? Everybody's going through their own thing. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know if they had a death in the family, if it was something very close to them, or they discovered they had cancer or anything. It just could be anything. So what I find is instead of getting in the car and driving and being upset because somebody cut me off or somebody's going too slow or they're going too fast, which I always complain about because I do. I'm working on it. That I don't know what that person's going through. Maybe they're rushing to the hospital because their parent is dying, or I don't know. I just don't know. So it's just something to think about when you're on the road. Just like be in your lane. Be in your lane. Be conscious of other people and try to get there safely. So, sorry, I digressed a little bit, but about community. I think community is very important. I think you need to have some kind of sisterhood, a tribe, somebody, a group of people that you resonate with, that you're able to um, have some, how will you call it, communication, and able to talk freely with somebody when you're going through things. I do have a community of sisters in the sisterhood by Sherry Kane, and it's amazing. And Sherry, if you're seeing this, thank you very much for all you do. She's a life coach, a breath work. She does so many things. She's just an incredible, loving-hearted person that gives her love to all other people and has affected others in such a positive way that I have grown tremendously in the last 3 years of trying to understand that for me to give more love to other people, to be more less selfish and more caring for others, even though I always like to serve others, but just a little difference on the way I think about things and how I do things, and try to do at the best of my ability with love and compassion, and get through these changes of life that we go through. I have a big birthday coming up next month. I'm going to be 60. I can't believe it. 60. I made it to 60. Whoa. Do I feel 60? No. The body sometimes tries to remind me, but I'm not giving into that. So I'm not giving into the body pains, and I'm not giving in that 60 is just a number. What is it? 60 is a new 30? I wish I was. I'm going to say I'm 35 and I'm staying there, and I'm not moving from there, okay? But I have a big birthday. My mother is going to be 87 next month as well. God bless her, 87, and she is so strong. I think she does better than I do sometimes. She walks every day, 5 times a day. She walks up and down the street. She takes a walk. She's just an incredible woman. But I just want to give you guys hope. Just hope. Just take a day at a time. Work on things. I noticed that I myself was deep into a depression the last couple of months because I wasn't well physically. And I didn't know. I thought it was just emotionally. I thought it was just a mental thing. It wasn't. It was a physical thing that manifested into a mental thing because my body was so drained that, and with all the drinking I was doing, all the water drinking, not liquor, of course. I'm not drinking any hard liquor. My body wasn't functioning right, and it really affected my brain. And I found out when your thyroid is hyper, like it's too fast. That's why I lost weight. It started just metabolism like super fast. I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to lose some weight, but not quite when you're ill. If you're healthy and you lose weight, then you know it's good, right? So you can develop muscle and everything. But I lost it, and I noticed, and I said, I'm losing weight. This is really weird. And I got weak. I've lost muscle, but I'm going to regain it again because you can always rebuild your body. I interviewed somebody a while back, David, and he had cancer, I think 2 times. I'm not 2 or 3 times, but he was skin and bones. He lost all his money. He was a bodybuilder too. And you know what? He regained all his muscle. He's all muscle again, and he's fine. Okay, so don't give up on yourself. Reach out to somebody. Reach out to me. If you need to send me a message, send me a message here. Not a problem. My phone number is right there, 954-592-7605. Send me a text. I can guide you, point you in the right direction. I know a lot of life coaches out there. I have people that can help you with learning how to deal with food addictions. I have people that do Reiki healing. I have people sound healing. I have people in the church. It all depends on what you want. You want to go to a Jewish temple? I got people over there. I got Catholics. I got Christians. We everything. We'll have you go to where you need to be to get better. I do know that I've helped a couple of people, and I hope that my messages out there do help people, and that by my talking and telling my stories and telling things that I learned and I researched to give you all this information. Oops, sorry, I put my screen again. That and entice you to learn and look up things yourself. We all got cell phones. Just Google, Siri, whatever. Tell them what you're looking for. You'll be surprised with the information you get. And be specific. When you want something on the internet, be specific. I want information on Chinese medicine, this, and this, or I want information, whatever it is, be specific. Okay. And I wanted to read this to you too, because I found a couple of other things here that these are all research, different websites that I've gone through. And when I make a post, I'll put all the links so you can go and read them. But another thing that I read, which was interesting, um, well, this is about the principles of natural law, which I thought kind of correlated with the Chinese five elements. But I thought it was kind of interesting. This one says, according to the principles of natural law, healing and balancing the body and emotions can be achieved by aligning oneself with the inherent rhythms and patterns of nature, focusing on practices like moderation, respecting the body's needs, maintaining a positive mindset, and living in harmony with the environment. Essentially listening to your body and responding to its natural cues to achieve holistic well-being. So that is a really powerful statement. See, our we're connected. Our whole body's connected, and this brain up here, this mind, controls everything. Controls everything. When I had the stroke, I couldn't understand why I couldn't move my left side like I used to. I had lost like 50% movement, and it was very frustrating because I'm looking at my hand going, why are you moving? I'm thinking, move hand, and it would take a second for it to move. So there was a disconnect between the brain and the body. Now the brain controls everything that's going on in your body, your hand movement, me talking, my eyes seeing you, everything, my breathing, everything is functioning through the brain, sending all these signals, do this, do that. The hand needs to do this. The head needs to move like this. So if your brain is not right, if you're not centered right, it's not going to work. I learned that the hard way over the years, that I was always in pursuit of other things, I had these high expectations of people, and realized that I was causing myself so much hurt because I was expecting other people to be a certain way. And when they didn't comply to which they didn't even know they're supposed to be like this, right? It's in your head. Okay, he's supposed to do this and this and this. And when they don't do it, you're like, oh, he must not love me. Or he's not worth it or whatever. All these things come up. All these assumptions come up. And meanwhile, the poor person doesn't even know what you're thinking. And they're like, what is wrong with you? What do you mean you expect me to do this? How am I supposed to know that if you don't even tell me or communicate to me? So hopefully I didn't go too much of a tangent. I'm just trying to connect the brain, the mindset, the body, okay, the healing. So all I'm saying is, to make this short, sorry, my doggies are barking, is that just be aware of what's going on in your body, because it really makes a difference. And I found another thing, which is by Chinese medicine. I have to read these things because this is so good. It just a couple of things just to think about. Okay, so remember the five elements. So the five elements of different areas of your body, right? So sorry I switched, but I just found this here. So they talk about liver health. So the liver health, according to traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is the organ that is the most affected by excessive stress or emotions. Feel it, express it, but don't hold it. Don't hold it. Are you often irritable? Do things stress you out easily? Your liver's telling you that its function is becoming out of balance. Okay, more so if your liver, that's why I said about the liver health. You get angry. Sorry, I gotta mute my dogs again. So I got the puppies in here. So anyway, if you get angry easily or blow up or things like that, check your liver. Something's not right. I've seen it on many people. It's really, really, really unbelievable. Okay, the other thing here says heart health. Oh my goodness. I got to get my dogs, but heart health. True cardiovascular health is not just about physical fitness. It's about deep commitment with one's life and destiny. Happiness and love are often associated with a heart representation, a state of peacefulness. Stress and lack of self-expression can directly impact the organ's function. So can you imagine? So if you're doing a job that you don't like, you hate, that's going to affect you. And that affected me for many, many years. I apologize for the doggies, but Right now, I have nobody in the room with me, so we have to deal with it. So think about that, the heart health. If you have to be happy, one's life and destiny, happiness associated with your heart. If you have heart problems, think about what's going on in your life. Are you happy? Are you reflecting? Are you taking time for yourself? Um, I'm guilty of that too. I sometimes don't take time for myself because I take care of so many people that I forget. Hey, Alida needs some time to herself too. Stomach health. Chronic stress, worry, and anxiety can damage stomach function very quickly. Without proper functioning of the stomach and its partner organ, the spleen, you can easily begin to suffer from poor digestive health, low metabolism function. Isn't that interesting? Doctors don't tell you this, but Chinese doctors do. Lung health. Too much sadness and grieving can harm the lung and its partner, the large intestine. Letting things go. Let it go. Like the song for Frozen, let it go, let it go, let it go. It's a healthier way to stimulate your lungs function and get rid of physical and emotional baggage. So let it go. And the last one is kidney health. The kidney is the reserve generator of energy in the body, supplying extra chi to all the organs when necessary. Its corresponding emotion of fear can be the red flag that these powerhouses of the body are themselves low on chi and working too hard. So, and chi is the energy. We have energies in our body, which I'm still learning about. We are all energy. Our bodies are energy. Have you ever touched something, you get electric shock? We're energy. We produce energy. And everything, plants, all the plants and all the living things on earth are all energy. So we're all interrelated. That's why there's a lot of things. There are things like earthing, where you go and you stand in the soil and you just stand there and feel the earth's energy and the plants. And it's not weird. People are so, oh, how can I say this? We are so brainwashed in so many things. I grew up in a Catholic. I went to Catholic school for all my life. Okay, even up to the first couple of years of college, I went to Catholic college. So ingrained with Catholicism, unbelievable. Then I went to Christian church, more doctrine, more things like that. Not that it's bad, okay, but I'm just saying we're conditioned. We're conditioned to believe so many things, and we're missing a big part of it. We're missing the big part of it, that we have control of our body, our mind. We have control of it. Nobody else. God gave us free will. We can control our body, our mind, and what we want to do. So if you want to do something, you're not happy, let's get up from the chair. What do you want? What do we want? What's going to make us happy? Let's do it. It's 2025. What are you waiting for? I know this is my year. 2025 is my year. And the magazine is doing incredible, and it's going to even do even better. So, and if you want to advertise, let me know. No problem. We got advertising space. Get to us soon, because we are selling subscriptions of the magazine online, and we are selling magazines too. We're mailing magazines out like crazy. So I'm really grateful. Again, I hope it was insightful for you. I know sometimes I get a little off tangent, but I think I covered a lot of different things today about healing, mindset, Chinese medicine, regular medicine, and the things that I've been going through that have helped me. So, so I want overly everybody be well, stay safe, and give some love to somebody out there. Show some love, show some kindness to somebody. Just say hi to somebody. Yesterday we were at the doctor, and my aunt made this man sitting at the bench of the doctor laugh, and he says, "Thank you for making me laugh today." You know how wonderful that was? It made me feel so incredible to hear somebody says, "Thank you for making me laugh today." That was a big deal. Laughter is awesome. Laughter gets rid of so many things. Laughter is good energy. So laugh. Look for some comedians online. Clean fun and laugh. Or go to a comedy show. There's tons of entertainment. We love going to salsa events, freestyle events, any kind of musical events. I'm going to an event on classical music up in Daytona Beach pretty soon. I haven't been to Daytona yet, so I want to visit Daytona. Anyway, tune in next week, 5:30, where I have Dr. Tracy Kane from the Sylvester Cancer Center of Miami, Florida, discussing the new ban that FDA has banned, the red dye number 3. And we're going to talk about cancer and the other links of alcohol linked to cancer. That, you should be drinking any alcohol if you have cancer at all. That will just, it's like fuel to the fire. I think you say it that way. So yeah, that's another thing we're going to talk about next Tuesday. I think it's a very good subject. And again, if you, I'm not sure. I think the book is out already. I'm going to put the information on my website on Spanglish Entertainment. Please go there. Everything is linked. Just to let you know, if you're a little confused about all the different names, Rebooted Mindset is a production of Spanglish Entertainment. So Spanglish Entertainment is our parent company where we do all our podcasts under there and the magazine and have the orchestra. So we have a whole big package, and we're trying to stay with one website because it's really too much to have like 10 different websites for everything. So under Spanglish-entertainment.com, you will find Rebooted Mindset. You'll find all our podcasts, our news, and our magazine. Okay, and you can buy magazines there, send us information, send me a note, whatever you need. And again, I'm hoping for this incredible book. If you haven't seen it, look it up. What is My Legacy by Martin Luther King III. And I'm gonna continue reading it because I'm already inspired already from the beginning of reading it. Oh, and they have some incredible pictures in here of Martin Luther King and different things and what they're doing now. So I hope you enjoyed it today, and I appreciate you. So I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you're grateful. And remember, it's never too late to reboot your mindset. Love you. Bye.
Lovely.